of the World Championship final with Hoang Luan with the silver, taking on Divine Wally from the Philippines.
So we can be sure both of these fighters know what to expect here in the fight.
And these fighters so quick, we probably have to wait until we see the slow-mo replays to actually see what's happened. Fast and furious, we've talked about it earlier.
Hoang is a slightly taller fighter. And Divine's Wally gets her down early on.
Well, these two like Duracell rabbits.
And there's Hoang gets it back.
Know each other well, of course. A lot of other big championships take place in Asia. Southeast Asian Games, the Asian Games.
Beautiful throw for Divine Wally.
Trying to catch her with the kick, making sure that she took Hoang with her. Such speedy reflexes, these girls. And no points scored.
And here again we see this ability of the fighters to hang on when they're off the lei tai and not give away those points.
Well, leading with that left leg, Divine Wally. Comes in, attacks on one leg, hopping towards her opponent. Working away to the body with that right hand.
Hoang still hasn't been able to convince all of the judges with her technique that she's thrown clear techniques. A couple of judges have not scored her points yet on the board.
She's able with a big right hand there, but
well, she's finally on the board with that takedown with Wally with all of the judges.
There's that distinctive style again as she approaches, hopping on that right leg.
That's a lot of confidence in your balance there that you see, Simon, there, and also egging your opponent to come on in.
Does look dangerous. These girls obviously know what they're doing. So the first round over, and it goes in favor of Divine Wally, the world champion.
Not a huge scoring round, even though they were busy. Not a lot of techniques that were scorable there. Pretty close in age of these fighters.
The obvious difference here is when they're working on the inside, we saw a lot of punches to the body. The women still wearing the protective gear. It won't have quite the same effect as it does the men.
Both fighters can feel pretty comfortable, especially in the case of Hoang going back in, that Wally didn't overwhelm her with technique, so the adjustments are not huge for her.
To get herself back into this.
But you can expect
again a frenetic start from both women.
Wally has come out with some very good throws, so when they get in close, she knows that her wrestling skills are strong. As an example of it.
Both women off the mat.
Off the mat, but before they went off the mat, Wally scored with a takedown. And there is Hoang getting her first points on the board.
And once again, the Vietnamese fighter allowing Wally to get a nose in front in this round early on. Means that the pressure is on her.
Another takedown there for Wally, and she's trying to build a comfortable lead there.
Distracting hand movement there from Wally. Trying to throw her opponent off.
And Wally has another takedown. Hoang has to figure a way to connect with some punches and some kicks, because clearly when they get in the clinch, Wally is the victor. So Hoang needs more points that she's built on the board. We're into the just over a minute.
You're talking about the importance of putting together combinations.
That's right. There's a nice right hand
straight down the middle.
And there's a good punch from Hoang, not seen by all of the judges, but we see a comfortable 5-point lead, with the exception of
showing her class here, Wally. Leading with the kick and then into the clinch. Just controlling Hoang.
And there's another throw. Divine has been able to have her way with throws there, and she's in double digits from some of our judges as we count down the last 3 seconds of the match.
This is going to be a straightforward victory for Divine Wally in her first match of this round robin. So no surprises there. No chance there for Hoang to turn that result in Jakarta around. Once again, Wally proving too strong for the Vietnamese. There she is, our winner. Very popular at home in the Philippines. They have a fantastic fighting tradition, the Philippines, in all forms of combat sports.
Simon, I think we have our first fighter from India up today.
Sanatoy Devi Yumnam, World Championship silver.